Good morning, good morning. I guess depending on where you are, it might actually be afternoon. Hey, family. Stray up beta, coyote walking in this world, and real life is Little Pueblo superhero. Family, it's been a rough start. Absolutely and positively. It's been a difficult start, family. But you know what? It's going to be okay. Are you ready to do some yoga? I picked a good one today, family. It's Wednesday, and I'm going to introduce a new category called Wild Card Wednesdays. Today's yoga is a little bit longer, but I felt I needed a good stretch, family. Do you feel like you need a good stretch? I think so. So this one is going to be on the floor. Go grab your mat, family, and let's get started. I can't wait. Can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. This is all about my journey with self-care and self-love today, family. Let's see what happens. It's called Yoga for Gardeners. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Yoga with Adriene. I'm Adriene, and that's Benji. And today we have yoga for gardeners. So this is a big request, but of course, in true Yoga with Adriene, find what feels good form. This practice is for everyone. So the actual gardener or the metaphorical gardener, as I'm calling it. So hop into something comfy and let's get started. Alrighty, let's begin today seated. If you brought a blankie or a towel to practice, you can sit up on your blanket now, allowing the hips to lift and the knees to just kind of fall down from the hip points just a bit. So don't be afraid to really lift the hips up nice and high. And take your time getting settled in here. Thank you so much for joining me, for sharing your time and energy with me and with all the awesome people who are practicing with us around the world. Just planting that seed, no pun intended, that when you practice, you are taking time to connect to yourself, but also to the big picture, to your community, to society. Hopefully by now you're getting settled in a nice cross-legged position with your towel or blanket or not. We're going to start by taking the left hand and bringing it right over the heart center here. And then the right hand right to the belly. Here we go. Sit up nice and tall. Tuck your chin just slightly so you can right away start to feel this length in the neck. And bring your attention or your awareness to your breath. We'll take a moment here to close the eyes, relax the shoulders, and just pause. Let go of the day thus far. And really take this time for yourself to reconnect to the earth. Nice deep breaths here. Just slowing everything down. Take one more cycle of breath here to just connect with how you're feeling today. Notice. And then slowly bat the eyelashes open. Release your hands to your knees. Welcome, Benji. Thanks for showing up to play today. And we're going to begin to move with the breath. So you're going to inhale, open the chest, heart comes forward. And exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest. And then inhale, come forward. And then exhale, round through. So today, I invite you to bring some awareness, some energy to your toes as you do this little gentle vinyasa. Use the connection of your hands on the knees to create a little fulcrum when you need, maybe to just go a little deeper in the sensation. And then soften your gaze or close your eyes so you can start to pay attention to the sensation in your hips, the hip socket, and even around the piriformis, the glute, depending on your body. You might start to feel a nice little massage there. And we're going to do this a little bit longer than usual today so you can just start to notice feet, ankles, knees, thigh bones, getting into that hip socket as I mentioned. Belly, abdominal wall, and then shoulders. How can we get the shoulders involved? Finding your spinal flexion, inhaling, you can think cow pose. And then as you exhale and come around and back, you can think cat. Once again, softening your gaze or closing your eyes so you can really just kind of helps you bring your attention inward to the sensations that I'm aiming to guide you to. And then when you're ready, you decide and enjoy the switch, the transition. You're going to reverse the circle and try to find something new. And then really find what feels good for these last rounds on this side. Get a little freaky is kind of a great way of thinking about it. Like you want to kind of look and feel a little silly. So we're not repeating the same things, but each time finding something new. Should feel really good. But if you're nervous or you're new to the practice, just don't worry about looking silly or feeling strange. See if you can try to move past that a little bit, even if it's just an inch. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then back to center we go. It's amazing how something so small can just make such a difference. That felt good, to me anyway. Here we go, hands come back to the heart. Inhale, use this mudra here to lift the sternum up to the thumbs. Great, now interlace the fingertips, and we're gonna slowly send the knuckles all the way out. Palms are gonna face towards you to start. So palms are gonna open, face towards you, and you're gonna open elbow creases up towards the sky, thumbs up or down. Yogi's choice. Okay, upper arm bones are rotating away from the ears, out and down. So like this. You can imagine that hip socket. And then pressing through the wrist, you should be able to feel this in the forearms. And you want to try to keep your heart, your sternum lifted here. Draw the navel in so you're connected to your center. It just helps you sit up nice and tall, beautiful for meditation or for work in the garden. And then check it out. We're going to inhale, exhale, flip. Palms go forward, thumbs down or in, yogi's choice. And you're going to try to maintain that rotation of the upper arm bone out. So try not to come here, but lift up through all four sides of the torso. You got it. One more breath. Inhale. Nice. Then exhale, break free. Right fingertips are going to come all the way around. Left palm's going to come to the outer edge of your right leg. And we're going to find a twist. Breathing in, lifting up nice and tall through the chest, and breathing out, gazing over the right shoulder. One more time. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and exhale to journey a little bit more into your twist. Hold on to your center. Awesome. We're going to come all the way back to center. Release. Palms come together at the heart. Awesome. Interlace the fingertips. Then send the knuckles all the way away from you. Open up through the palms. Upper arm bones rotate out. Heart lifts up. Press, press, press. Wrists forward so you feel that awesome stretch through the forearm. Deep breath in. Exhale, flip it out. Palms press forward. We stretch through the palm here. Upper arm bones still maintaining that snuggly outward rotation. Yes, then take a deep breath in. Exhale, release fingers. Left fingertips come all the way behind and right arm comes all the way over. Find a little connection to the outer edge of your left leg. Notice how this side could be different here. So inhale, sit up nice and tall. Just careful not to go through the motions. Pay attention. Stick with the sensation and then exhale, twist. Sweet inhale, lift and lengthen. Draw your navel in and up just a bit. And then exhale, twist. Awesome. Inhale, come back to center. Palms back at the heart. Anjali Mudra. Just close your eyes. Find your breath. Beautiful. Now we're going to send both fingertips out. Right hand's going to come just to the tops of your left fingertips. You're going to stretch through the palm. So you're holding your center fingers, depending on how many fingers you have. You're going to hold your center fingers and let your outer fingers stretch, stretch, stretch. And you know, you can do different variations of this depending on what's going on in your body. But if you're just doing this for preventative care, you can try my variation. And then switch. Left hand comes to the tops of the fingers here, and you're going to try to spread the outer fingers left to right. So for most, not all people, it will be thumb and pinky reaching out, kind of like hang loose. Yes. And then here we go. Release that. Knuckles. Hands come into fist. Knuckles are going to draw big circles all the way around. Then take them all the way to the sides. Big, 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 and then allow them to get bigger from here, connecting to the shoulder. And then reverse. Great, and then left hand's gonna come to the heart. Right hand's gonna come all the way forward and around and over to the left. So we're basically back in that twist pose, but left hand is on the heart and right fingertips reaching forward. Breathe here, close your eyes, and let your breath be really big and wide here. So what I mean by that, see if you can feel all four sides of your torso kind of expand, your rib cage expand as you breathe in, and shoulders soften as you breathe out. One more time, you got it. Inhale, breathe into the rib cage. And exhale, shoulders come down. Awesome. Release the left hand, nice and easy. You're gonna bring it to the outer edge of your right arm bone, shoulder. And then here we go. We know this stretch. You might slide it all the way over to the wrist. You might stay here. Find what feels good. Breathe into the upper back body. We're gonna move to the lower back in just a sec. Awesome, release. Right hand comes to your heart center. Feel the warmth of your hand on your heart. The beauty of yoga, we spin all these plates off the mat, and then the yoga practice asks us to spin plates, but in a way that feels good, preparing us for all of our time off the mat. Left fingertips now reach all the way across. Again, you're essentially in this bind, this twist that we did before. But right hand's on the heart, left fingertips forward. Here we go. So we're strengthening the midline here. Inhale and exhale. It might be a little uncomfortable. Inhale. Breathe into the rib cage and exhale. Breathing into the lats, stretching through the rhomboids. One more. Inhale. Feel the expansion through your rib cage. And exhale, relax the shoulders down. Great work. Right arm comes around, and we can find this connection of right palm to the outer arm, maybe up at the top or all the way here. You might know this from gym class. Breathe deep. Awesome. And then slowly release. We're going to slowly, gently, lovingly come onto all fours now for a couple more cat-cows. So we did the seated spinal flex. We're going to do just a few more, and you can use your blanket or the towel you brought to class here to pad the knees. Why not? When you get there, move with your breath, nice and slow. You're going to inhale, drop the belly, scoop the heart forward. You might pause here today, take a breath or two, trying to find those wide torso breaths. And then on an exhale, whenever you're ready, you can round through, close your eyes, and then just flow through a couple times on your own, feeling your breath, feeling your body, feeling yourself. You can, of course, veer off the railroad tracks at any time, bumping the hips left to right, clawing through the fingertips, checking in with the head, the neck. Awesome. Then when you feel satisfied, go ahead and work your way back to a nice neutral spine. And you're going to just walk both hands over towards the left side of your mat. Walk your knees in towards the center. So not super drastic, but just over towards the left side, because then you're going to slowly kick your right leg out, connect to your core here. Just kick, kick, kick. And then you're going to slowly bring it in and step it all the way up. So the left hands are towards the left of the arch of your right foot. So we're not framing the hand here, but we're kind of in a modified lizard pose here. And you have the padding on the knee here. So once you get there, check to make sure your front knee's over your front ankle. And then when you're set, plant through all four corners of the feet, press away from the yoga mat so you're not collapsing into the earth here, but there's integrity in the spine, the torso. And then you're just going to really gently pull the right hip crease back just a bit and breathe. If the wrists are still sensitive or building strength in the wrists, you can come onto the fists here. And so now we're starting to feel an opening through the front of the left hip crease, the psoas. We're connected by drawing our lower belly just in and up a hair. And again, peeling through the right hip crease, so peeling back through that right hip crease. Maybe take your gaze forward and then maybe draw a line with your nose all the way past your right shoulder. Let your right knee hug in towards the midline. Take one more breath. Lovely, and then slowly come back. You're just gonna come right back out the same way you went in. So you're gonna plant the palms, connect to your center, shift the hips back, and then slowly bring the right knee to kiss the left, and then walk the hands, the palms over towards the right side of your mat. Here we go. Find your core here as you kick out through the left foot, straighten through the left leg. Beautiful. Kick, kick, kick. Find length, space, and then as you're ready, navel draws in and up as you slowly squeeze the left knee in towards the chest, the heart, and then step it up. Great. Check to make sure your front knee's over front ankle. You can adjust the palms any which way you like. Find that integrity through all four sides of the torso. So careful not to collapse here into the stretch, but you actually can create more stability in your muscles by slowly working your way to a nice connection to your center and through your midline so that you can hold yourself up with more ease. So this is, believe it or not, a good one for those who do yard work or anything like that. Any really chore where we want to be working for ourselves and not against, right? So in case anyone did not catch that, what I'm talking about is notice if you're just kind of collapsing into the stretch, letting gravity do the work, or if you are maintaining a connection to your midline throughout. So holding yourself up. And it can be hard work at first, but with more practice, it becomes easier. Activating, pulling the left hip crease back. And then as you're ready, sending your gaze forward. And then as you're ready, slowly turning to look past your left shoulder. Breathe. Breathe. Nice. And then slowly come back. We'll release just the same way we came in. So stay connected to your core. Bring that left knee back. And then you're going to come hands as wide as the yoga mat, knees as wide as the yoga mat or your blanket or towel, big toes to touch. Send the hips back. Extended child's pose. Close your eyes here. Find your breath. Surrender, heart to earth. Let the sound of your breath nurture and ground you here. And see if you can really start to breathe into the lower back body, whatever that means to you. Good. Now slowly press into the tops of the feet. We'll shift gears, coming back up. We're going to walk the hands underneath the wrist here. Keep the knees where they are. You're going to turn the left fingers all the way around and out. Right fingers all the way around and out. And then we're going to press away from the yoga mat. Curl the toes under and lean back. And you might find, oh, no, this is it. This is how far I'll go back. Or maybe you can go a little further back, walking the hands in. So just notice where you are today. No need to push here one bit. And then for those who aren't actually gardeners or do any gardening, in reality, we'll take our metaphorical gardeners and we're going to do a big lion's breath here. So shedding anything that's not serving us, letting go of anything that we just don't need anymore, so that we have the energy and the time and the space, but really the right mindset to plant new seeds, to allow new things to come in. So here we go. Really stretching through the fascia of the foot, of course, stretching through the arms here. Take a big inhale to lift your chest, open nice wide collarbones. You look forward, inhale in through the nose, and exhale, stick your tongue out, send your gaze up towards the sky. One more big inhale, we got it. Let it roar. Awesome, with control, press into your toes, shift forward, nice and slow, guys. Walk the palms back up. Great, walk the knees back in. And swing the legs to one side, any side. Come to a seat. Great, send your legs in front of you. And if you need to take some thriller arms here, go for it. Fabulous. As you're ready, you're going to pick up your right knee, right foot firmly planted into the earth. Great. Hug your right knee with your left elbow and send your right fingertips behind. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, journey into your twist. Flex through your left foot, spread your left toes. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, slowly coming all the way back. Keep the right foot, right knee where it is. Inhale, reach up towards the sky with your right fingertips. Think up and over as you reach all the way over towards either your left shin or the outer edge of your left leg, outer edge of your left ankle, or maybe in time all the way to grab the outer edge of your left foot. Now, squeeze right knee in as much as you can, and left hand can come gently on the ground here, or you can take it into a little bind, bringing left fingertips to the front of the right hip crease, or maybe just to the lower back. Send breath and love to your lower back as you relax the head over, bow gently, and then slowly release. And we'll switch. Right leg goes out, left leg comes in, firmly plant left foot to the ground with consciousness. And then hook your right elbow to your left knee, sit up nice and tall. Flex through your right toes, in fact, spread the right toes. And nice easy twist here, big inhale. Exhale, look past your left shoulder. Benji is so cute today. It's like a little donkey. Inhale one more time, sit up nice and tall, smile. And exhale, twist. Awesome. Slowly bring it back to center. Regroup. Find a nice connection to your midline. Then left fingertips reach all the way up. Create length and space. And then think up and over as you either grab the outer edge of your right leg, right ankle, or in time, all the way to grab the right foot. And when you have your bind, wherever it may be, squeeze left knee in. Then right hand can come to the earth for stability, creating a little extra leg here for this bind. Or in time, you can reach around, grab the front of the left hip crease. If you're new to the practice, there's a lot going on here. It's all good. We have literally millions of people practicing. So don't be judgmental, be kind. Just I'm offering options always for many different types of moods and bodies. So it's awesome because you really get thrust into the driver's seat of your home practice in a way that will hopefully keep you coming back. All right, one more breath. And then exhale, release. That said, it's not always easy. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together here for our final upright posture. You're going to bring the thumbs to the arches of the feet here. And yep, you guessed it. A little sensual massage. No, just kidding, but a little self-massage. You can make it sensual. Like I said, you are in the driver's seat. And all jokes aside, this is a great metaphor, particularly if you're one of the metaphorical gardeners here today. But you are responsible, right? The yoga practice teaches us this. You are in charge of your experience. Can you control everything? Of course not. But can you control how you react and how you move and how you brace yourself and the quality of your experience? Absolutely. Okay, after a little sensual massage, just kidding, after your self massage, you're going to grab the ankles, upper arm bones. Think about the joint here. So the joint's going to go in and around and down. You're going to lift your chest, cobbler's pose. Inhale in, lift your chest, open your throat. And exhale, slowly sending the heart forward. You can use the elbows here to press the legs down gently. You can also grab the toes if that feels better. Eventually, you're going to allow the weight of the head mindfully to bow, feeling that full release in the back body. Now, take a quiet moment to connect to your heart space, whatever that means to you. Maybe it's just listening to your breath. And as you inhale, feel the skin of your back body stretch. And as you exhale, plant the sits bones down to the earth and grow up super tall through the spine. So good. Yoga works, man. Hopefully you're feeling good. If not, let's keep going. We're going to slowly release, bring the knees in towards center. So the blanket's or the pillow is gonna either become, your blanket or towel is gonna either become a pillow for your head, or you can roll it up to put it behind the legs, or sometimes it's nice to put it on tops of the hip creases. But if that's your choice, then we'll do that in just a second, because we're gonna end with the little supine twist. So hug the right knee in, keep the left leg out. Arms are going to come to cactus arms here in honor of our theme, but also just to open up through the armpit chest. Inhale, exhale, slowly send your right knee over towards the left side of the body. And if you need to, shift your hips in towards center. From here, keep the right hand where it is. If you want a little more, you can bring the left palm gently to your right leg. Lastly, turning nose over towards the right, gaze over towards the right, or close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Good. Inhale to slowly release and come back to center. And you're just going to switch to the other side. Right leg out, left leg in, cactus arms. Inhale, breathe into your belly. And exhale, guiding the left knee over towards the right. Shift your hips towards the middle if you want. And then right hand will come down. And we'll turn nose towards the left. Find release with your breath. Inhale. And let it go. Fabulous. With your breath, inhale. Exhale to slowly release. Do what you will, excuse me, with your blankie. So pillow, maybe cover the eyes, bring it to the tops of the thighs. You're going to extend the legs out long. Arms placed meticulously at your sides with the palms facing up. Now close your eyes, allow your toes to soften, allow your fingers to just kind of soften and curl up gently. Then here we go, one last active breath. Inhale in and exhale, let everything go. Just let your breath be natural, returning back to its regular, ongoing ebb and flow. We'll take just a couple quiet moments here to allow the benefits and the nutrients of our practice to settle in the soil so that when you sit up, you can feel renewed knowing that you took this time for yourself to learn, to balance, to bring an equilibrium back to the mind and the body so that you can evolve and grow. As you're ready, we'll gently begin to deepen the breath. If you want more time here, you can pause the video and return to the shape. Otherwise, you'll begin to move your fingers and toes, move the tongue around in the base of the mouth. And slowly but surely, we'll take a nice big full body stretch again. You can move at your own pace here, of course. And then as you're ready, come into a nice little seedling here. So hug the knees into the chest. You might even peel the nose up towards the knees. And then begin to slowly open your eyes if you haven't already. And we're going to come to one side and then slowly grow all the way back up. Sitting up nice and tall through the spine. Of course, bringing your hands together at the heart to close out our practice. Take a moment here to just feel gratitude for yourself for taking this time. Thank you for sharing your practice and your energy and your journey with me and all the beautiful people practicing along here. Leave a comment down below. Tell us how it's going for you. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I love you guys. We'll bring the thumbs right up to the third eye. Take a deep breath in. And exhale to bow. Namaste.
Namaste. Oh, family, family. Was that a good one or not? I thought it was amazing. I know that probably pushed you to the next level. But family, all we have to do is try. I am going to be switching up the yoga schedule, family. I am trying to figure out life. But you know what? The best thing about life is that it always changes. So join me here every day. Different times, though. Different times. Who knows what's going to happen with this coyote? Family, right now, I am going to be offering up a prayer. If you do not pray, that's all right, family. I am a spiritualist. Even though I'm a pastor of Coyote's Lodge, House of Spirituality, Critical Theory, Medical Marijuana. Our services drop here on Facebook on Sundays, family. It's been 3 weeks since I've had a service, so look out for this week. It's going to be exciting, and I'm glad to get back to work. Gammy, Papa, great-great-grandpa, and all of our ancestors who were gone before us. I'm beginning to learn that every single day is a brand new opportunity, and it's also a new day in battle. So send us some strength and resiliency as we triumph every day. We are you, ancestors. We are the sum of the sacrifices that you made so our lives might be better today, so that we might have electricity, running water, the ability to go to higher education and pursue our dreams. Dear ancestors, help us remember who we are and to be rooted in this world, to remember our Mother Earth, and to embrace and love all of our brothers, sisters, and non binary siblings in all of our communities around the world. May you all rest in peace. We love you. Don't forget, family, that our lives are an adventure. Every single day is a new opportunity. So, what are you going to do with your opportunities today? Mwah! This coyote is off to go cause trouble. You know me, somewhere else. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.